I love the sport. I was very passionate about the sport, but I had to decide whether I actually liked it.
You can put away your fears and go for broke.
I think the thing that stands out the most for me in my career is my coach's medal. So in 2017, I decided to coach myself. Well, 2016, I decided to coach myself, and I found out soon, closer to the World Championships, that they're now going to hand out coaches' medals as well as athlete medals. And I'm like, well, I got 2 medals then, don't I? And this is before I even won, because I just had a feeling that I was in really good shape and I prepared well, and I was confident that I could do well at these World Championships. I come across very resilient and very tough and very strong, but that's towards my athletics. On the outside of that, I can be quite a big softie, very sarcastic, quite rude sometimes. But I think for me, and I go back a very, very long way to when I was a 6-year-old at gymnastics, and the biggest thing that makes up me is how highly competitive I am. I don't want to lose at anything, and that's what got me through. I wanted to win those World Championships. London is very close to my heart on many different reasons. Family live over there. I've raced there many times before. It felt like home. The crowd knew who I was. They are a very intelligent country at athletics. They understand it. So for me to be able to race in London at the Olympics was a great thing, but it was a lot of pressure. And after the race, it was more relief than anything to win, which was a sad thing, because in Beijing in 2008 was the most exciting time of my life. In London, very, very different, probably not as fun, but I wish that I could go back and do it all again so that I could really soak up the atmosphere. I usually do soak up the atmosphere, and I did do that, but on a whole different level, and be more relaxed about it. You know, you have your times in your career where you've retired a million times because you're having a bad day and training didn't go well, or you got a slight injury and it's the end of the world. And it's like, I'm done, I hate this sport. Like, why do I do this to myself? There was a lot of those questions going on before 2017, and I had to really decide whether I still liked the sport. I love the sport, I was very passionate about the sport, but I had to decide whether I actually liked it enough to keep going, and if I was to stay in the sport, do I think that I could still win? Because as I said, I'm very competitive and I have a very strong will to win, so I needed to know that if I did all this training for the next year, can I still win? And I needed that to be a yes. And so that yes came very quickly and very strong in my heart and in my mind, and that was the thing that kept me going. Hi, I'm Sally Pearson. A record crowd of more than 26,000 is expected at Suncorp for Game 2 of State of Origin tonight. There's quite a few athletes that have been able to make that transition from their sport, successful, into television, broadcasting, presenting, journalism, a lot of things. I'm just still trying to crack into that as well, in a very, very hard industry. People are very different in this industry compared to being the best in the world in athletics, where everyone wants to be your friend. But I love it. I love the hustle. And when I was looking at other people that had done this before, I immediately thought Jo Griggs. I'm like, well, she was an athlete. And a lot of people who were born in this generation wouldn't have known her as a swimmer. They know her as the Better Homes and Gardens host, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. And then obviously you have the greats like Bruce McAvaney, who's a sports commentator, and how he speaks and the way he speaks, and then he has that passion and that absolute love which is undeniable for the sports that he loves. You can hear it coming out in his voice. Those sorts of people, I bring them all together, and it's like, how did they do that? How did they become the best in their field at something that beats everybody else? Because I felt like I had that for sport and I had that for my athletics. but I'm trying to find that now in television presenting and what that looks like for me. Letting my husband and my kids win is something that I don't like to admit, but I have to do because they're only little. But they have to learn as well that they don't always win. They have to win and lose graciously, both. So I have to show them how to do that with a smile on my face, even though I'm not liking it so much.